Yo, spring is here because this pollen is freaking killing me. Spring is here, guys. Welcome, Fragrance Familia. It's your boy Johnny Sense here. Today, we're going to talk about fragrances that you should be wearing this spring 2026. Now, spring, in my opinion, pretty much, besides this pollen that's out here killing us, making us hard to breathe and whatnot, you definitely got a lot of green. Things are blossoming up, leaves are coming out. You know, you got the smell of grass growing up again, right? Flowers are blossoming. So, these are things that I like to consider. The air is getting brighter, sunnier, so ozonic notes, those type of things, aldehydes. These are type of elements that I like to look into fragrances for this spring. So something definitely that's going to be fresh, mass appealing, and let's talk about things that are actually going to get you some compliments. So one of the fragrances that I would definitely highly recommend for this spring, that would definitely be one of the higher ups on this list, will be Valentino's Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. Now this fragrance is a banger. This one, in my opinion, is closer to 9.
Daddy,
You
chill.
get a nice red fruity apple note with some cardamom. Perfect for a fresh, everyday type of fragrance. Casual wear, not so much sophisticated. So I wouldn't go with this one in the office, but every day, any day other than that, or for any other occasion, definitely a banger. Sexy, definitely for date nights, that one will be a banger. Another one good for spring that I would highly recommend, that has a little bit more of those green elements, that smells nice, sweet, and pretty sex appealing, in my opinion. Great for everyday casual wear, since we're on the topic right now. Oh my goodness, the top really just came off. But it's gonna be Versace pour Homme, the EDT. Now this one's great. The only problem with it is its longevity and the performance. Essentially, not a super projecting fragrance, but this one, don't sleep on it. Man, the amount of compliments that I've gotten off of this, it is a super mass appealing, fresh white tee, blue jeans type of fragrance, casual as well, everyday errands. This one's actually really good for the office as well. I've worn this in the office actually, and I remember one time, just by opening the door to somebody, that was enough for them to ask what I was wearing. I've had people buy this because they've liked the smell from it. So definitely one that is a classic, Versace Pour Homme. Since we're talking about pretty much gravitating a little bit to the office, something that could be, a little bit more versatile for the office, that has a little bit more sophistication, as in like you're a little bit more well rounded, that's great for, again, everyday good sprayer, magnetic cap, and that's gonna be good old Missoni or Homme. Now I chose this one because this one, out of all the fragrances that I'm gonna talk about, is one that's from a well-known brand, with the cool magnetic cap. Always mass appealing as well whenever you have it in your collection. People always like that. Might even play around with it. And the fragrance itself is very nice. It's like a nice lavender, ginger, green apple. It's got some birch in there type of scent. It's very close to Bleu de Chanel EDT, those type of vibes. So if you guys like something like that, and the best part about this is that it's less than $50 when you get it on discounter. So this one is definitely a banger and one to be wearing this spring for sure, 2026. To smell fresh, clean, in the office, anytime, anywhere. Two bangers that I would also go with right here, the Bad Boy Cobalt, the Blue Lightning bottle from Carolina Herrera, and Coach, the EDT, the original for men. These two, I would put them in kind of somewhat similar categories because they do not smell the same. However, they do bring like this nice, fresh, sweet sort of vibe that has like a little masculinity in the background, both being different. This one has more of the cardamom, some aromatics, and some pear as the sweetness. Okay. And this one's going to have some nice lavender aromatics as well, with some pink pepper here, and we have plum as the sweetness in here. Both bangers, both that if you had in your collection, just with these two alone, it will last you for a very long time for the spring, summer, even a little bit in the fall. You could even just spray a little bit more. They don't last super, super long, but for the fragrance and for the compliments that you do receive off of these, it's absolutely totally worth it, in my opinion. The Coach is probably one of the better ones in the line, in my opinion. Just the most versatile and the one that I feel like I get the most compliments from. And the Cobalt, is another one of the ones that are the best in the line. That plum is just really nice, juicy, fruity, man, and very sex appealing as well. Another banger that's, a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit heavier and richer with the lavender here, but you also have some cardamom. Um, a lot of similar notes to the YSL Le Parfum, which is now discontinued, but the lavender here is a little bit richer, a little bit more masculine, right? The other one's a little bit more fresher and has aldehydes. This one does not, but it has orange blossom and some cashmere wood. Two notes that I do like in fragrances. The orange blossom brings this nice white tea, white freshness, wet floral freshness here. And the cashmere wood I usually find in fragrances that I do like. So definitely a really nice one. Perfect for the office, anytime, anywhere. Cool little, especially for those who like flasks and whatnot. Ralph's Club Parfum. And just to wrap up, another fragrance that I have in my collection that I'll be wearing this spring, that's another banger, is going to be this new one that's been catching some trend. Prada's Paradigme. This one is a little bit different. People say that it smells kind of boring and different, but we're not different, but very familiar. But Prada always does its thing. I might be a little biased because I do love me some Prada men fragrances. Oh man, but this stuff is a banger. It's different. It's got some benzoin, a nice little resiny vanilla sort of vibe here. A little balsamic nuances here that I'm a little bit new here, and some nice ambers. So for those who do not like ambers, this one might be a little bit more on the fresher side, so a little bit more mass appealing. Some nice, a buttload of geranium, which brings in a lot of freshness, a little rosy type of vibe. But yeah, more on the masculine side, but a great fragrance that, again, has been catching some trend, and for some reason, it's good. Prada Paradigme. And these are the fragrances that I'll definitely be wearing this spring. All of these are bangers. All of these are compliment getting, ones that will definitely get positive attention and positive feedback. Some and most are ones that are not super projectors, and ones that are going to be like really strong, especially in office or close quarters, but that definitely have a nice central and do what they need to do for sure. Most of these last at least for 6 7 hours, some of them closer to the 8. Great fragrances, guys. Definitely ones that I would check out and that I'll be wearing, plus some other ones, of course. But you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys will be wearing this spring as well. And if you guys like this type of content, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy Johnny Sense here. I'll see you guys next time on the next video. Love you guys. Appreciate all the support. Peace.
Like and subscribe.